How are we doing? It's JJ. Well, I've come out to a wood today, Hitch Wood. It's a wood that I've brought it to quite a few times, and it's generally the wood where I see all the deer. But upon sort of driving down towards the wood, there's a big couple of open fields, and pretty much all the herd are out in the fields feeding, so I'm not expecting to see much action from that side today. And I always like coming to this wood, especially in autumn. It is absolutely glorious, absolutely glorious. All the brackens turning. It's a wood predominantly full of oak and sweet chestnut, so the colours are absolutely amazing. So we're going to head off over to a spot that I normally go to, and I'm going to set up a half lavvu, and I'm just going to chill for a couple of hours. If we get anything on film, I'll film it. I'll have a firebox, little pouch food and a brew. I'm just going to enjoy the spectacle of autumn. The lights just starting to sort of break through. It's been very grey and overcast, but the light is just starting to shine through, so come on, let's go. Let's have some chill time. Kind of stopped. I'll show you once I'm set up. There's two fallen logs that create a nice V in the middle. I'm going to set the lavvu up here. It'll give me a bit of a base. That's about 30 metres from where I normally am. I have just seen about 7 or 8 deer with a nice big buck about 100 metres that way, and they've moved round. Not sure if it's Limpy, which is one of the deer you start to get to recognise. He's one of the big bucks. He's got a bit of a limp. He seems to have survived from last year. And here's the only other problem with filming in this wood. You're not far from Luton Airport. It's about 3 miles in that direction. Deer are starting to move back down. They like this back area because it's well away from all the walking paths and the lower part of the wood, which is where a lot of people tend to stick to on the trails, but I come across the back part of the wood. So they get used to this area, and this is why I like to come here. So I'm going to get set up now. The aircraft noise does actually have some benefits because it kind of hides your noise while you're getting set up. It's about every 7 or 8 minutes a plane comes in, and we try not to film. So I'm going to get set up and then I'll show you the setup. think that'll do as a rough pitch up for now. I'm just going to retension some of the bits, get it all looking spick and span, get a little ground sheet down and a blanket, and we'll be good to go. All set up. So I'm using is 1/2 of my modified lavvu from Sean, Northern Outdoors UK. Last time I sort of used this was at the Bushcraft show, end of August. One night in the full lavvu, and then the other night I separated it out and had a 2 halves with the tarp up between them. I've just decided this is a perfect little woodland wildlife watching setup. Works well for me. Just put a woolen blanket down over a basic ground sheet. I'm going to chill out now. Catch you in a bit. I use 2 poles lashed together, and I keep them over at one of the spots, which is about 30 meters over that way. And anyone that's been out with me will know that in the majority of the woods that I use, I frequent them quite a lot. I keep going to them, and I tend to have 2 or 3 poles tucked away in several spots in several woods, and it just means you can just walk out and use those rather than using the center pole. Happy days. Don't know who you are, but you're magnificent. We'll remove you and put you safely somewhere else. Something's been having a nice little munch. So I'll just leave those be and wash my hands before my hands go near my mouth. What a stunning wood. It really is. The herd of deer are about 70 meters that way, and every time I get up and go and take a picture of a mushroom or a caterpillar, I look up and I spot 1 or 2 deer. So I'm moving around too much, so now I'm just sat in the back of the lavvu. So it's darkened behind me, and I'm just going to sit still for 20 minutes or so in the hope that the deer will move a bit closer. It's probably going to be one of them days where I never properly get them on film, but I don't care. I don't care. It's just stunning sitting here, just observing. Yeah, I think they're looking over in my direction. I'm going to stop talking and just be still. Haven't really seen much. Oh, sun. Haven't really seen much for a little while, so time for a brew now. A little bit of a pouch food, spaghetti bolognese, a bit of grub, let that die down. Time for a wander after that, I think. Keep seeing them far off, but just not close enough. So just enjoy this instead. Just getting out and enjoying it, really. Also, if I really wanted to just sit back, I wouldn't be filming and that. If I wanted to get the deer shots, you know, I'm pretty covered in there, but if I wanted to do proper concealment, you know, shape, size, shadow, shine, silhouette, I'd have my face covered, my hands covered, but you know, I'm doing tasks around here and I'm doing some filming, so anything is a bonus that we catch today. So we'll get this going. Nice. Expedition Foods spaghetti bolognese. Just a smaller pouch, just to keep you going. Nice. Catch you in a bit. Trick with these is to always make sure you get right into the corners, otherwise you end up with a stodgy, dry mess. Lovely, lovely. Close that up. Let that do its magic for 4 or 5 minutes. Enough for a brew. Spot on. Spot on. I can just sit here and observe for hours. I really can. I haven't got the patience for a lot of things, but just sitting in the woods, I can do all day long. Catch you after lunch. I've all packed up. I've had my lunch. I've had a brew. I've just sat and I've been still. But now it's time for me to do I'm going to go and ditch the bag in a big pile of bracken that's over there. There's nobody else about. It'll be well concealed. I just want to have a real bit of stillness, which means no talking, which is not like me. But yeah, I'm just going to go and enjoy a little bit of a wander. Careful scout all packed up. Remember, take nothing but footprints, leave no trace. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when JJ's uploading next. Thanks for coming along with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.